This is my ode to the only place I know where no one is told to go back because everyone understands. This is my ode to home. My Australia is walking through the streets of Punch Bowl with the smell of freshly roasted Lebanese coffee kissing the Asian bakeries good morning. The eucalyptus towers overhead and the frangipanis scent my breath as we sing the unofficial national anthem. I come from a land down under, living from beat to beat, bumping down the street with Tupac on our tongues, and yeah, we're headed for the beach.
When did you start using this space? Can you remember coming here for the first time?
I was 19 years old and I came with my friend Ahmad Al-Radi. We had just discovered this thing called slam poetry, which we were really excited about, except it was in the city and in Newtown and there wasn't one locally. So we wanted to start one. And so we came to what is now known as Out Loud, but it was known as Bankstown Youth Development Services bids, and we went with the director, Tim Carroll, and he just goes, what do you guys want? We're like literally two randoms off the street. Yeah. And we said, we want to start a poetry slam. He goes, okay, why? And we go, because we think it's really cool. And it wasn't, but we made it cool, I think. So we hosted our first event in February 2013. It was basically just all of our cousins came and we had people coming and performing poetry. And slowly word started spreading that there was something happening in Bankstown. More like-minded people started coming and spreading the word. If we didn't have the Arts Centre supporting us and giving us this space, we wouldn't be able to put on the events for free. So for the first 6 years that we were running, we actually didn't charge any entry fee. This made it more accessible. So we had, young people that were 9 years old, 10 years old, coming with their families, rallying behind them, supporting them, so they could perform a poem. You walk out here and this whole space is completely filled with people just chattering away and making friends and making connections.
What does this space mean to you here?
For me, it's the space where I was able to find my people, to create the community that I was yearning for, and to be able to find those common threads with different people and start an event which has now become the largest of its kind in Australia. And it's really phenomenal because it all started from a small seed of an idea that our stories are important too. And now it's had this huge trickle-on effect, and people who come to the Poetry Slam now have their own careers as artists. They credit the Poetry Slam here in Bankstown to being able to find themselves and find their community, and it's so empowering to be able to give people, and especially young people and people from diverse backgrounds, agency where they never had it before, including myself. It's a space where you can find the most authentic spices in shops, where signs in foreign languages sit like jeweled crowns atop their doors. It is neighbours always passing homemade food over the fence and saying hello. It is all the Stoic traditions. It is Stoic, a community that's been hardened by media headlines. It is targeted, it is judged, it is 3 a.m. sirens and perceived thugs. But it's also where the call to prayer gently interludes with the ringing of church bells, sees coexistence and artistic resistance, like the 4 Elements Youth Hip Hop Festival and the largest poetry slam in the country.